Tom had always been a skeptic. Ghosts, aliens, Bigfoot, he laughed at it all. But that would soon change. Embracing the solitude of the mountains. No phones, no people, just the quiet ambiance of nature. But on this trip, the mountains had something else in store for him, something he could never have prepared for. This is Tom's story. The Whisper in the Woods. Are you scared? It was his third night alone in the wilderness. The stars were breathtaking, scattered across the sky like diamonds. Tom sat by the fire sipping coffee, feeling at peace. But as the night deepened, the forest grew quieter. Too quiet. That's when he heard it. A faint whisper carried on the still air. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't an animal. It was a voice. Soft, almost melodic, but wrong. Like it was coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. Tom froze, his heart pounding. He scanned the trees, but the darkness was impenetrable. The whisper grew louder, more insistent. It was calling his name.
Tom, come to us.
He grabbed his flashlight, its beam cutting through the blackness. The trees seemed to close in around him, their shadows twisting into shapes that made his skin crawl. And then he saw it. A light deep in the woods. Not a campfire, not a star. Something unnatural. The light pulsed, casting an eerie glow on the trees. It was beautiful and terrifying all at once. Against his better judgment, Tom found himself walking toward it, the whisper pulling him like a moth to a flame. The closer he got, the colder the air became. His breath fogged in front of him, though it was a warm night. The light was just ahead now, hovering above the ground. And then he saw them. Figures, tall and slender, standing in a circle around the light. Their faces were shadowed, but their eyes glowed like embers. Tom tried to run, but his legs wouldn't move. The figures turned toward him, their glowing eyes locking onto his. The whisper became a roar, filling his mind, drowning out every thought. And then everything went black.
Tom, come to us.
When Tom woke up, he was back at his campsite. The fire was out, the sky was dark, and the forest was alive with the sounds of night. Had it been a dream, a hallucination? He didn't know, but something felt off. His gear was scattered, his coffee cup overturned, and on his arm, just below the sleeve, was a mark. A perfect circle of raised skin, like a burn but cold to the touch. He packed up his camp and left the mountains that morning, never to return. Tom never told anyone what happened that night, but sometimes when he's alone, he hears the whisper again.
Tom, come to us.
And he wonders, was it real, or just a trick of the mind born from the isolation of the wilderness? The mountains hold many secrets. Some are beautiful, some are terrifying, and some are best left undiscovered. Have you ever been stargazing on a clear night only to notice something unusual floating in the sky? Maybe it was a bright, pulsating light, or an object darting around in ways that seemed impossible. These eerie encounters leave us questioning. Are we truly alone? What's the most bizarre thing you've ever witnessed in the night sky? Drop your story in the comments. I'm dying to know. Hit that button, and as a reminder, subscribe now. Lila looks like a typical high school student. She gets along with her peers and is well liked, but she's anything but typical and far from being normal. This is her story. The bustling hallway of a typical high school. Students chatter and laugh as they move between classes. Among them is Lila. She walks slowly, her mind elsewhere, not paying attention to much of what's going on around her. Lila sits at her desk, staring out the window. The teacher's voice falling into a distant murmur. Lila slowly drifting deeper and deeper into her thoughts as the classroom slowly blurs completely from her mind. Lila's mind often drifted to visions of an alien world. Strange, yet oddly familiar. Though nothing like Earth, it filled her with a deep sense of calm, as if she'd been there before. These visions were growing clearer, more frequent, each one drawing her deeper into its mystery. She didn't understand why, but peace always found her in these moments, as though they were whispering secrets only her soul could hear. Lila. Lila. Lila snaps back to reality. The classroom coming into focus. The teacher and her classmates are staring at her. Are you okay? You zoned out for a moment, the teacher asks. Yeah, I'm fine. Just tired. The bell rings, and the students start to pack up. Lila quickly gathers her things and heads for the door. Lila walks to her car, her mind still on the vision. She gets in and drives off, her thoughts swirling. After arriving home, Lila lies in bed, staring at the ceiling. The room is dark, save for the faint glow of a streetlight outside. She closes her eyes, and another vision takes hold. A vast, cavernous room filled with strange, pulsating orbs of light. Alien figures move about, their forms indistinct and shifting. One of them approaches, holding a glowing object. The vision fades before she can see more. Lila sits up, breathing heavily. She grabs her laptop and starts searching for answers. Sitting on the couch, her laptop open. The screen is filled with articles about alien abductions, strange visions, and unexplained phenomena. Her mother enters the room. Lila, it's late. You should be in bed. I can't sleep. I keep seeing things. Places that don't exist. People that aren't human. None of it makes sense, Mom. It's just your imagination. You've always had an active one. Quit overthinking such things and head to bed. Lila quickly replied, It's not my imagination, Mom. I know it's real, the places, the things I see. It feels like I belong there. God knows I've never felt that way here. I need to know what it all means. Lila's mom hesitates, looking anxious as she sits down next to Lila. There's something I need to tell you. What is it? Asks Lila. When I was younger, before you were born, I had an experience. I didn't understand it then, and I still don't. But I think it might be connected to what you're going through. I was taken, Lila. I don't remember much, just bright lights and strange figures. When I woke up, I was different. And then, a few months later, I found out I was pregnant with you. I wasn't with anyone, Lila. I was pregnant with you before I even met your father. Mom, are you saying... I think they did something to me, Lila. Something that made you... different. I'm not human, am I? I don't know, Lila. But I do know that you're my daughter, and I love you no matter what. Her head spinning with the news of her possible origin, Lila lies in bed, staring at the ceiling. Her mind races with the revelation. She closes her eyes, and another vision takes hold. A sterile alien laboratory. She sees her mother younger, lying on a cold metallic table. Alien figures surround her, their movements precise and deliberate. One of them holds a glowing, pulsating egg. The vision fades as the egg is implanted. Lila sits up, gasping for breath. She knows what she has to do. Lila drives to a remote area, the same place her mother described in her story. She parks the car and walks into the woods, a flashlight in hand. Lila reaches a clearing, the same one from her mother's experience. The air is still, and the only sound is the rustling of leaves. She looks up, and a bright, pulsating light appears in the sky. Why? Lila shouts to the sky. What is my purpose? Lila, the answers you seek are as follows. The alien's voice resonated like a low hum. You were chosen long before you were born. Your purpose is greater than this planet's fleeting conflicts. You are to rise as their leader, human enough to inspire trust, yet one of us carrying our legacy. As president, you will replace their fragile systems with ours, installing others like you in positions of power. Humanity will believe they are free, but under your guidance, they will serve without question. Even now, hybrids like Elon Musk pave the way. His Mars mission merely a facade to mine rare earth minerals, and Starlink for global surveillance. We manipulate human feelings while distracting them with fears of global warming. Lila, you're more important than you realize. Her destiny was clear. Unity through subjugation, progress through deception. It all makes sense now, Lila replied. Aliens, what do you guys think? Oversized bugs as far as I'm concerned. Share in the comments below your thoughts on this phenomenon. Full disclosure, we have no definitive proof Elon is in fact an alien-human hybrid. Just suspicions. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.